Hey y'all, Aunty ain't gave no review in a while. Well, not review, but you know what I'm talking about. So today we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna shoot straight from the hip. Amen. Am Bam. First of all, happy birthday to Am Bam. Um, y'all, the jury is still out on Dave. I like the way Dave talks. Dave says everything that a Christian woman who's looking for a helpmate wants to hear. He's saying it all. But something in my spirit, something in my soul ain't right. As I've said a lot of times, that either he's some kind of way connected to Anthony, I feel like. And I feel like Amber is making a mistake that a lot of women make in relationships or when getting out of one bad relationship. We all have heard that little saying, the best way to get over a man or a woman is to get under another one. That is not true. That is definitely not true. As women, you have to give yourself the time to heal, especially godly women, especially Christ-like women. You have to give yourself time to heal and to be at one with God. I jokingly say on my page, I'm in retirement. It's really not retirement. It's in a place of, yes, as a woman, do you have desires? Do you have things like that go on within your body, especially if you are a sensual or a sexual being? It's very hard. Amen. And amen again. It's hard. But you have to have time by yourself. And for me, ooh, Lord, it's been a while. But in that time frame, it's like I feel more clarity, if you will. Have I almost slipped? Yes. Do I think about slipping? Yes. And not to say that Amber has slipped into the sexual being, but even with the mental piece of it. Sexual encounters start in the mind. It starts up here. Biggest sex organ in the body is the brain. If you're not stimulated here, you won't be stimulated anywhere else. And right now, Dave is absolutely making love to Amber's brain. This is absolutely, whether you guys say it or not, it's an affair. But it's a mental affair. It's an emotional affair. And I would go on to say that even the emotional affairs hit harder than the physical affairs. Physical, yeah, you can get over, you can move on with your life or whatever. But that emotional stuff, as far as like when you expect someone to call, phone calls, and you get in this routine where I'm going to hear from this person every day at 5 p.m. They're going to call me like clockwork. Let that person miss one day. A part of your soul is going to be empty. We can compare it to sex. You can have a sexual appetite for someone. You can miss sex one day and that person still call you and say, how you doing today? I'm sorry I didn't make it over today. And you're still okay because you did what? That emotional connection took place. And that's why I say that emotional is worse than stronger. Somebody, again, let me recap it so it sinks in. That person's calling you every day. That person's talking to you every day and all of a sudden stop. Cold turkey. You ain't even got physical. You're going to feel something in your spirit that feels that detachment or feels a sense of loss. You can have sex with somebody every day. But if they call you and still feeling that emotional piece of it, you'll be okay. You can even go a few weeks if you need to, as long as that emotional attachment is still taking place. Right now, Dave is telling Amber everything she ever wanted to hear from a man. What she wanted to hear from Wayne. Yes, Wayne may have spoke to her spiritually, but the sex part messed it up. This hitting harder with Amber, I feel like, with the David piece of it, because there is no sex. He's speaking to that heart. He's speaking to her soul. He's speaking to her connection with God. He's showing that everything that we say, even when she read Anthony this morning, when she was saying that Anthony was, what's the word I'm looking for? She told him he should have been the foundational rock. She's looking at Dave as the foundation, as the rock. Remember, he even said that when they were up on, he said, the rock, the foundation. So she's looking at him as everything she's ever wanted in a man. This is dangerous because she doesn't know his past. She only knows what he is telling her. And the reason I can't get wrapped up and say, oh, I want her with Dave is because we don't know enough about him. Why is he single for so long? He says it's because he's waiting for his wife. Yeah, that's fine and dandy. But it's some type of game being played, and it's a dangerous one. Women, you have to allow yourself time to release. You have to allow yourself time to heal. This is a dangerous relationship each and every time I see them together. Because this could hit harder than Anthony's cheating with Shayla if he turns out to not be who he said he is. The reason I say that is because right now he's filling all those empty spaces. If it turns out he's a dog, or he's had a woman, or this is a part of his game, or if it turns out that he tells every woman this. Let's say Melissa, his assistant, comes back and said, oh, did he take you to the mountain? Oh, did he do this? Oh, did he pray with you? Oh, did he tell you this, that, and the third? There are men out there who tell every woman the same thing. More than one time in my life, I have seen I've seen and I've heard where the guys send the same messages to every girl. The same message. And this is not one situation, because I know one situation. So if that person is listening, I'm not talking about your situation. I just recently heard again somebody else say that. Send the exact same text. Same thing Trey is doing with Ernestine and the school teacher. The exact same message. So this exact same MO that Dave has with Amber, this could be very well what he does. He's successful for a reason. And I'm not saying that guys like Dave don't exist, meaning a good guy, but you just have to be mindful. And I'm hoping this is a happy ending. I'm hoping this is her story, but I just don't really see them getting rid of their main characters. Because we've seen in Skitland, good guys come and good guys go. So based on longevity, I just don't see that Amber and Anthony's story is going to end. I could see them getting a divorce. I see the divorce. I see the split. I see all of that. However, I do see them circling back and finding each other. Something is just telling me Dave is not necessarily who he says he is or who he is presenting right now. And I could be wrong. As Aunty Vaughn says, and I can stand to be corrected. This is just my opinion based on what I've seen and what I've experienced. And I always tell y'all, I forgot my acronym I use, but my reviews, my commentary is based on my personal life experiences, how I was raised, my experiences, how I was raised, and my personal beliefs. I don't want to see Amber hurt again. I don't. Just like with, I'm going to do one topic at a time, so, because I don't want to make these messages real long, but that's my thoughts on Dave. So I'm going to flip it. If Dave is telling the truth, if he is who he says he is, if he is that man of God, first of all, he will respect her marriage. First of all, he will be pushing, are you going to be divorced? He would tell her his intentions and what he wants from her. Not speak hypothetically, would you get married again? And this, that, and the third. He knows what he's doing. He's not dumb. He's a businessman, y'all, first. Businessmen know how to negotiate. They know how to articulate. They know how to seal a deal. So he's not moving in a place of this is just a nice guy being nice to somebody. Oh, he's strategically operating. He has a plan. Whether his plan is to win her over, whether his plan is just to build her up. It could be he telling her all these things and then he'll turn around and say, now that I've told you all this, how can you apply this to your marriage and save your marriage? But I feel like some kind of way the script is going to be flipped with this Amber and Dave situation. This build-up is intentional with the writers. It's intentional. But where it's going to go, this is one Riri can't call. Riri can't call this one. But these are my thoughts on Amber and Dave. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What do you think? What is your, how do you feel like this is going to go? Let me know. A heap see, but a few know. We go keep watching as well as what? Praying. I love y'all. Happy Sunday.